Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, express. Kill.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second and 2. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
We're going to shut you down.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the shit. Watch the shot. Watch the shit. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
2nd and 3. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 59, got him. Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. And Gurley on 1st down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Check. 22. I got it. Got it. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action. Ryan. Jones has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready, 25.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
20.
Play action. It's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Go. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
57, Mike 57.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, check.
They're going to look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Go, go, go! First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55. Base. Check 55. Here we go. Mike, 55. Smooth. Tighten up.
They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check Mike 54. Mike 65. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Tuesday.
Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
At the 35-yard line.
59, ready. Back 25. 21. Give me that ball. Check, check. Check, check. Hey, South.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Complete to Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that, the process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He completes it to Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
57's right. Bring it. Echo. 57. Mike, 57. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check. Check 31. Check hustle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Love. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Sanders now to have the extra point. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back 55. Check.
Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
39. 55. Check 55, Mike.
Five. Hey, check Mike.
To throw is Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go with Howard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. It's coming this way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught by Parker. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Long. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Atlanta, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my